What is up, everybody? This is Trent with Southeastpitreport.com here at Ground Zero with IwrestledABearOnce. How you guys doing?
Good.
Doing good.
All right, introduce yourselves and what y'all do in the band real quick.
I'm Mike. I play guitar.
I'm Courtney. I sing and yell.
I'm Ricky. I play bass.
I'm Mikey, and I play drums.
Okay, awesome. So how you guys been lately and everything? New album this summer and getting ready to go on tour and all that?
Yeah. It's been crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of fun stuff.
It's the beginning of the tour when we're all like excited and not tired, so we're like,
God's
yeah.
had a good time.
Yeah.
So by the end of it, you're just ready to be done with it completely, basically.
Well, then we'd be like, why are we alive? What is this?
And then you go and do it again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have enough time at home to be bored out of our minds, and then we do it again.
Okay, so what are some things you guys do on tour to, I guess, to relax and stay sane?
Oh, man.
We work out.
Burgers.
Mostly
Food.
burgers.
Talk about food a lot. Like, where are we going to eat, guys? What? Someone make up their mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We massage each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the time.
I like to do yoga and go on runs, and it helps me stay fit for the stage.
Okay.
And helps me not be really stressed out.
At the end of the tour, we like to start talking about things we're going to do when we get home.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Live in air conditioning.
Like shower.
Yeah.
Masturbate in private.
Not have to poop with a bunch of people.
Yeah. Instead of masturbating in boys' and women's bathrooms.
We call it the shame circle.
Yeah, like
you have to stand in the middle.
We have a lottery, and we put all these ping pong balls with numbers in the raffle, and then whoever gets the number, they have to do that in front of everybody.
It's one of the perks.
It's just one of the perks.
It's a gift and a curse.
How many times have you had to do it?
I am the king of it.
Oh, okay.
I try to choose the wrong numbers.
I'm holding a record. I'm 6 picks in a row.
We're really
But I'm
lonely.
not, you know what? I'm not all clogged up like the rest of these guys.
We're really lonely.
Yeah. What about you?
I like turtles.
Sick reference, bro.
Which Ninja Turtle is your spirit animal?
Michelangelo, for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Let him hold the mic up before you talk.
Okay, so you guys put out a new record, Hail Mary, this past summer, a couple months ago and everything. So how's the response to that been so far?
Take it away, Michael.
It's been cool. It's been awesome. Kids like, everybody seems to be digging heavy stuff, so it's cool. It's definitely a change, to say the least, but yeah, I mean, we try to do something a little bit different this time around, and we were kind of, a little bit on the edge as to how people would take it, but I feel like the response mostly has been pretty positive.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the people who hate it, and that's cool, but the people who like it, get it, and they like it, so that's all that really matters, to be honest.
More people that hear the new record that hated the band before like the new record. So so it's a positive that old fans are like, yeah, new shit's sick. And then people that weren't fans at all are like, new shit's sick. So that's positive.
Yeah. And it just, we're all like really angry, dark people, and with full of hatred. And so it's nice to.
That's why we made the lottery game for that.
Yeah. Well, no, I think we're all very, very happy-go-lucky people, but sometimes, you don't want a honky horn to represent what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
And you're
See,
dark.
For me, some people put on the corpse paint when they go on tour. I take it off.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't recognize me in public.
You don't even know, man.
This is news to me. I'm learning so much tonight about you guys.
Okay, so this is your I believe your second record with the band, correct? So what is it like this time going into this one versus going into it for the last one y'all did before this one? Like, what was how different was the experience, or was it kind of just like the same?
Well, this time I definitely felt more, I don't know, like I could be more assertive. I've definitely become like not the band that I'm filling in for now, and it's my band, and I yell at them and yell at them when they're late and stuff. So like today,
you cracking the whip on them?
Pretty lenient.
No,
lately.
this tour, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it anymore. You guys want to be late? Sleep in? Go ahead. Fine. You guys you want to pay for jam space for 2 hours, not practice? Fine, go ahead. I don't care.
That's the news button.
But then I secretly go around and I wake them all up because I do care. But yeah, Yeah. Oh, my alarm's loud.
Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Oh! Do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want. And this time I just felt more comfortable, I guess, because I've known everybody for another 2 years.
Okay.
So I didn't feel on Late for Nothing that I couldn't do whatever I wanted and stuff. But this time I just was more sure of myself, and I wasn't scared of what people were going to think when they heard it, because they already had heard me. So I had nothing to prove. That wasn't a thing in the back of my mind, which is cool.
Okay.
First time, I tried not to focus on that, but no matter what, I was like, oh my God, when people first click that link to the first song, they're going to hear me, and I don't know what to do.
And they're going to be like, first comment.
First like.
First. I was your first. Yeah.
Follow me back.
Sucks.
Follow me back and get 100 subscribers.
Old shit's better.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Slipknot.
So, you're talking about, the record does sound different than a lot of the other stuff. It's a lot more heavier. There's a lot less of the singing and stuff. So what made you guys, go, balls to the wall with the heavy on it versus, the whole, the little mellow singing, parts that you guys used to have and stuff?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like, Courtney's always wanted singing, and it wasn't like we went into this one where like, oh, this time we should have no singing. You know what I mean? It just kind of like, with the material at hand, just kind of made sense to put it where it was,
Yeah.
Like this may be like the heaviest record this band's done, but there's also, a song on this record that it could be played on the radio, you know what I mean? Like there's an interlude halfway through the record, and it's all singing, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of one of those things where we just kind of looked at the material that we had, and we didn't plan anything out, really. It was just kind of like, well, this is kind of, unfolding to be completely different than the last, and that's great, it's progression, right? So it's cool.
Like, just, we play so many shows and play the same songs over and over every night, and it just seemed after a while that we were all leaning towards wanting to play our heavier songs on that, like the last few tours before album. Like, we were really stoked to play some EP songs, and we weren't really stoked to play some of our newer songs that were like lighter, I guess. Like we wanted, I don't know, just what we were in the mood for, that we all kind of were like, let's make some more stuff like that, like an updated version of kind of how like outrageous some of the EP stuff was.
Okay. Yeah. So one thing I've always wanted to talk to you guys about musically is the freaking guitar work is insane in all your songs. And like you were saying, some of the people listen to your older stuff, like this one more. And I was one of those people to where I had to see you guys live before I could really appreciate it, a couple of years ago. And I was just simply blown away by the technicality that you guys have live, not only on the record but live and stuff. So like, what inspires you guys with the guitar and the guitar work and all that, the very sporadic but like technical like sounding stuff?
Oh man, well, thank you. I really appreciate that. But there's a lot, for me personally, like, I don't even know. Like, I love anything that sounds not like a guitar. Like, pretty much anything that you can make is random as possible. I really dig. So, like, I don't know, Danza. I love Danza. Yeah. And I love, like, probably one of my main bands that I go to is Misery Signals, for sure.
Okay.
Stuff like that for me is kind of like, where I get my 2 cents from, but it's just kind of, this new stuff was more so Steven too, you know what I mean? When we had everything on the table, it just kind of matched. It was just kind of like, well, everything blends well together, so it's not like this is going to be an uneven sounding record or whatnot. It's just,
they just did weirder
we
stuff.
just kind of went out of our way to make the weirder parts weirder, and the heavier parts heavier, and I
can say, like, I think when I saw you guys, it was like 2013 with the Tello on that tour.
Oh,
and
cool.
when I saw you, were just like picking the fret and everything, like doing those weird stuff. I'm like, so that's how he gets that sound? Like, that's insane. And
honestly,
so, I mean, it honestly had me in shock. So, I mean,
it's funny too, because like a lot of the stuff that we do, like if you were to actually like take the sounds off and just make it kind of bare bones, and like if I showed you what certain parts would be, you'd be like, oh, that's it. So it's kind of like one of those things, but it definitely has its place sometimes, and I was actually just saying before to some guy in there, it's like it's pretty easy to go overboard with those type of sounds, but yeah.
Okay.
So we want to make them not novelty, but just fun.
Kind of use them appropriately.
Yeah. Okay. So where did the name Hail Mary come from?
Well, we we actually named, like, it took us a long time. I don't know why. I feel like I don't know about you guys, but all the other albums, I feel like you guys named it like pretty
quick.
They informed me, right? You guys informed me. I was at home, and you guys were like, "This one's gonna be called Late for Nothing."
Yeah,
we all decided.
We were all doing mushrooms and just we're kind of like.
And I wasn't there.
That sounds sick.
And they were like, in this song, and they were like, and also we're gonna write a letter just to Sylvester Stallone and tell him how good he is. So we're gonna name this song "Letters to Stallone." And I was like, okay. I was like,
yeah, but
I was still at
we were on
home.
mushrooms and stuff, so like. Things makes a lot more sense when you're there you're doing the mushrooms.
This one we named it that because
Text messaging into watermelons. And
Yeah.
Talking on the phone.
I had a shell, like a seashell, and I was like, guys, pick up the watermelon. I'm calling you.
Why isn't this working?
I wish I had seen that.
I mean, no, we don't do drugs. That's stupid.
Drugs are stupid.
And you
Drugs
kids
are stupid.
Stay away from drugs. Okay.
Dare, right? D-A.
Drugs are dumb.
Dares.
The Dare
Dare.
campaign.
Oh yeah, dare. Keep a kid off drugs.
Yeah.
Scruff McGruff.
There
Crime
you
dog.
Well, let me answer the question that we originally asked.
Sing the song.
It's
Sing
No.
You sang it yesterday.
okay.
You're so shy
Scruff
around
McGruff,
people.
Chicago, Illinois 60652. That's all you get.
Wow.
Fucking on it.
That was beautiful.
I don't ever talk to him in public, and he's so like funny and does such silly impressions and stuff. And then when we get in public, you know that frog that like sings "Hello, my baby, hello, my," and he's like really entertaining. And then when we try to get him to do it in front of other people, he's like, no.
Here's your chance for the whole internet to see right here.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll now that we talked for like 10 minutes about mushrooms, it's called Hail Mary because Hail. You know,
Hail.
my accent is
Yeah.
Hail Mary, and it's called that because it's twofold. It's like there's a lot of religious imagery on it, but also it's the football play. It's like,
Yeah.
we're like it's our fuck it, and then we're like we got it. We're just gonna do whatever we want.
Okay.
Like no one likes us anyways. Make a heavy record and just fucking throw it as far as we can.
Yeah, light our house on fire.
Man.
Yeah, get it in the end zone. So you know we don't have.
We still don't know if somebody caught it.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. We don't know if anyone caught the ball. It's a really big long metaphor. But anyway, that's like the two main reasons.
Okay. Well, this has been fun and everything, but we're going to switch to a little serious topic here that's been going on, you know, kind of the headlines in the, I guess, music world for the past, you know, summer, actually, you know, starting with Vans Warped Tour is, you know, a lot of sexual harassment in the music scene and stuff with, like, band people getting in trouble and stuff. So what has been your experiences with, I guess, like, sexual harassment or witnessing it on tour or anything like that?
Pretty dark question, man. Pretty dark one.
Well, I have a lot to say about that.
Okay.
Well, you know, it's really interesting, like how I feel like I would think that most of us girls that are in bands, I think a lot of us don't get full frontal, like, that's a bad term to talk about in this way, but like full on like guys and other bands like making us really uncomfortable and stuff, because that's the whole shitty part about like sexual harassment is that to those guys I'm on their level.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm like a girl in the crowd, I'm down here. I'm not on their
Yeah.
level. They don't view me as a person. So I don't really experience that very much because I'm traveling with a group of guys.
Yeah.
But second I'm away from these guys and I'm talking to people in the crowd and I'm not around them, the tone is different.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If they're here, it's like they're my, oh, well, she's yours, so I'm not going to, you know, hug
Yeah.
her weird and make her really uncomfortable. But although a lot of people have had horrible experiences, my experiences with all the bands that I've ever toured
Yeah.
with is people that treat me like a human, do not make me feel uncomfortable. Obviously, my fiance's on tour with me, but
Okay.
even before he was, no one ever treated me badly. But I think it's, you know, it's just something that all of us girls deal with, and we don't really care if guys say, oh no, not all guys do this. That's not a thing you have to deal with. No matter what anyone says to us, it's not going to change.
Yeah.
So if someone will listen to us about it, that's really cool because that's the only way that it'll be changed. But the main thing is like the humanity thing.
Oh, yeah.
Is these guys view me as not some chick in their band, like I'm a fully formed human being to them, I think. So that's why we all can live in harmony like
Okay.
Fully formed. If you were less
You know.
formed, we would be like, fuck you.
that. Fully formed in all the right ways, huh? And yeah, so it sucks, but it's a reality that it's not just it's not music scene. It's just all of that chick that walked down the street, like someone will probably yell out their window something gross at her.
Yeah.
It's just something. It's not a women in music thing. It's the girl walking to work tomorrow to go to in her parka. They're
With
gonna be like,
more and more girls, I guess, joining bands and touring and stuff, there's a lot more this year than there's probably ever been in the past. And so, especially in the metal scene, do y'all feel like maybe that's getting a little bit easier on that side, since it's becoming more common instead of like, oh, there's that one girl from that one band, back in the day it was just, oh, it's Haley Williams from Paramore, blah blah blah. Now it's like, oh, you have this band, that band, or this band, with all these different females in it.
We did a tour in the summer with an all-chick band. So
Okay.
that was cool.
Would it happen to be Conquer Divide?
Yes.
Yeah, they're really cool.
They were a good example that I was gonna say about just because there's no validation of having men with them.
Yeah.
That they actually they get treated even differently than I would get treated, because I'm a girl, but at least there's guy musicians in my band, but they're like all chicks, so they have an even different experience than me.
I mean, for me, it was like, oh, nice to meet you. Oh, I gotta go.
Yeah. We're not used to being around really pretty people. We're at a bunch of stinky dudes. So
Well, I think all of y'all are very pretty people, so
thank you.
there you go. Especially that guy with the beard right there.
Yeah. I think
There you go.
I'm sure.
You're gonna put me on Tumblr, and I'm gonna get on blast now, right?
you put me on blast. You Tumblr put me on blast. I bet the guys, even for them though, I mean, think about when you guys were first in the band with Krista. I bet even then she was treated really different than like I get treated now, like 8 years later. You know what I mean? Like things have gotten better. I think.
Oh yeah.
Like, or people just being more like, oh, you're a girl and you're yelling? Well, that's cool, rather than like, you're not attractive to me anymore, therefore you have of no value because you're gross and you're doing gross manly stuff, so gross, ew. That's how it used to be.
That is messed up.
That's how you...
That's very messed up.
That's like our biggest, like the biggest insult people think they can give girls like me, are like, old singer's hotter, fuck you. I'm like, I don't care who you want to fuck more. That has no relevance. I don't care about your wiener. I really don't care. So, that's that, but these guys have always been lady-friendly guys.
Okay.
So if any of you ladies are looking for a man who knows how to treat you like an equal, you need to come hang out. Go to www.tinder.com, download the app, and swipe right.
Sure, I guess.
I want to just edit that out a little bit. But yeah.
All right. We gotta wrap this up here. We got a little bit more
It's okay.
time
I was
left.
talking
So,
about Tinder over it. They won't have heard you.
so real quick, what is I guess an awesome or unique fan experience you guys have had, or something that you had to sign that was pretty weird? You got 2 minutes.
Ooh, we've actually had for fan experience, which is awesome. We've had I don't even know how many proposals.
Marriage proposals too.
Oh, wow.
While we play, yeah, which is awesome. People will hit us up and be like, oh, this is our favorite song. Are you gonna play at this tour? Like, can I propose to my girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
So then I pretend like, would someone like to introduce the next song? And then I'm like, you young man, come up here.
Come forward. Yeah.
Okay.
And then and I freak out the whole time because I'm like, what if they say no?
Okay.
We haven't had one no.
One no? Okay.
So I'll just leave the stage and go in the van and not come out if that happens. I'll be so upset.
All right. Well, is there anything else you guys want to say to your fans real quick?
Oh yeah, thanks to.
We only have 1 minute.
We'll just say thanks.
Thanks everyone for donating to the GoFundMe. It's because of you we're on tour still.
Yeah. We're here in this ground right now by this horse. This horse's dick, because you helped us. So we love you. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, thank you guys for talking to us today. And I'm Trent with Spiritboard.com. This is IwrestledABearOnce. Thanks for watching.
Let's put our hands in the middle.